Meghan and Harry find themselves in a difficult situation as they face interrogation about the whereabouts of LILI and Archie. Hello, and with all the regal splendor befitting the royal family, we extend our gracious welcome to the Princess Diana News Channel. It's with immense pleasure that we invite you to once again embark on a journey into the enchanting realm of royalty. Let's move on to the video. For quite some time now, this question has been weighing heavily on our thoughts, and that is precisely why I continually address topics of this nature in my videos. In the event that either of these children actually exists, it is common knowledge that Meghan would most likely pass up the wonderful chance to participate in a photo shoot. She possessed a wealth of knowledge on writing numerous books that encompass topics such as childbirth, parenting, and achieving parental excellence. She would make sure those children were the ones showcasing the fashionable clothing. Indeed, you are aware of it. They have the potential to generate significant earnings for her. This is the reason why I am skeptical about it. I have currently verified the information concerning Lilibet's anticipated date of birth. The sole known instance of a Diana Mary Mountbatten Windsor being born happened at a hospital located in LA County. Subsequently, the documentation of that recorded birth has vanished. In California, certain articles have been published stating that Child Protective Services conducted individual inspections at their Santa Barbara location, concluding that no children were residing there. That's just how things are with this stuff. You catch sight of it one day, and before you realize, it has vanished. It appears that diligent efforts have been made to cleanse the online realm. Alternatively, if surrogates were employed, the court records may have been concealed and any evidence conveniently vanishes in legal terms. Furthermore, regarding the absence of any children residing in that place, it is evident. One possibility is that they are being raised discreetly, while another possibility is that they simply do not exist. It appears that the photos featuring the royal family have undergone some digital alterations. Perhaps this is one of the factors that compelled Meghan and Harry to leave the United Kingdom. May the deceased queen be blessed by God. She was well aware of everything that was going on, yet she chose not to tolerate any of it. She informed them that they must depart. This extends beyond mere boredom with their royal responsibilities. The current appearance of Harry's face is a direct result of the stress he has experienced. Recently, Meghan's appearance hasn't been at its best. The entire process includes an excessive number of individuals. Therefore, it is highly probable that a surrogate was utilized in this situation. Once the necessary legal documents were processed, the original records are promptly kept confidential. Considering the limited presence of Mountbatten Windsors residing in LA, it is reasonable to deduce that the surrogate birth is indicated by the hospital record. However, her current location and social connections are an entirely different issue. There are countless possibilities for what may have happened. An issue arose when ARCHIE's birth certificate was rejected by a private school due to its lack of authenticity. In all honesty, not every doctor possesses saintly qualities. Physicians are not exempt from dishonesty. I believe that the majority of doctors are genuinely good-hearted individuals, displaying both integrity and honesty. However, as is the case in any industry, there will inevitably be individuals who do not meet the desired standards. Certainly, a few untrustworthy doctors exist who are willing to manipulate their records. They will prescribe medications that are against the law. They will fabricate various reasons for deaths, among other things. They will target affluent individuals for substantial rewards. As previously mentioned, the majority of doctors do not exhibit such behavior. While the majority of doctors are reputable and honest, it is important to acknowledge that a minority may possess questionable motivations driven by greed. I have every confidence that you can locate them in California just as easily as you can in any other place. The only thing the Harkles truly needed was a simple declaration and a counterfeit birth certificate, which they naively believed the gullible public would unquestionably embrace. I don't understand what you mean by publicly posting a birth announcement that was required by law, only to revoke it a few months later. It seems like either someone discovered the truth or realized it was a false claim. There is an overwhelming abundance of counterfeit information surrounding the topic of these unseen children. Why hasn't the royal family publicly acknowledged that these dolls and lily beds are not officially endorsed by them? It's perplexing that these items continuously undergo modifications and their ages don't align with the growth of the individuals they supposedly represent. It suggests that even if they were indeed created by surrogate mothers, they have not truly lived with Meghan or Harry. Both individuals lack fundamental knowledge about the developmental stages of young children. They have consistently demonstrated this fact, alleging their abduction, vanishing, or demise. However, at some point, they will need to develop a strategy to remove them from the imagination of the Sussex family in order to prevent any additional scrutiny. I am uncertain about her exact idea, but she will definitely produce something. What happened to that doctor who claimed to have successfully delivered Invisibed but suddenly vanished without a trace when people started questioning her? She abruptly closed down her practice, leaving many unanswered queries. Finding a woman with a photo identification that corresponds to her known name shouldn't be too difficult, right? I believe she had a loving family, a comfortable home, and dedicated patients. Given the scale of the legal consequences faced by Netflix and other parties deceived by Harry and Meghan, I believe the doctor received a significant financial settlement. I greatly urge journalists to investigate and trace the financial transactions. I believe they will eventually locate that doctor. It's not surprising that Harry constantly appears sad. Living in a constant state of deception must place an immense burden on one's mental and emotional well-being. I have no doubt that he constantly frets over keeping track of his previous statements. One of the reasons behind his frequent self-contradiction lies within this aspect. He possesses limited proficiency in that area. Adherence to the truth is more convenient. Perhaps Harry ought to think about it at some point. According to popular wisdom, the truth has the power to grant one freedom. However, I am unsure if that is accurate in this particular situation. Harry may face incarceration depending on the extent of the truth. In any case, their time is limited. According to a reliable royal insider, the Harkles are progressively experiencing a decline in their status. As time passes, their income diminishes while their toxicity escalates. Gradually, they are being marginalized and slowly pushed away from the monarchy. It is evident that the Bank of Daddy closed its doors a while back. The visit during the Jubilee turned out to be an unfortunate error. In all honesty, Meghan, in particular, appeared quite absurd. The candle was intentionally positioned to conceal her presence. In an effort to remain hidden from trooping the color, they cunningly departed after organizing a faux birthday celebration for Invisibed, ensuring their safety and invisibility. Clearly, their frustration stemmed from a desire for greater recognition. Harry had high hopes that the release of Spare would greatly impact his family, but the outcome was different as it resulted in him and Meghan being expelled from Frogmore. Harry seemingly attempted to establish conditions regarding his presence at his father's coronation. Naturally, they were determined not to yield to his foolish requests. Instead, he had no choice but to come by himself. Subsequently, due to the majestic red feather obstructing his vision, he realized this would be the final occasion he would grace with his presence until his father's demise. Harry is prohibited from leasing any properties owned by the monarchy and must schedule a meeting beforehand to visit his father. Recently, the royal family has been discreetly implementing decisive actions, although they haven't quite delivered a significant impact. Furthermore, the two individuals haven't received sufficient discipline that matches the level of their offense. They definitely still hold the advantage. Despite their unacceptable actions, they are facing public shame, yet remarkably, businesses continue to support them financially, and the monarchy seems unwilling to hold them responsible for their misconduct. Although they may not be achieving the level of success they desire, it appears that they are still earning around $70,000 for each speech. How many individuals in the US or the UK would not value the opportunity to stand on stage, utter gibberish, and be rewarded with a $70,000 payment? It seems quite appealing to me. However, it is not advisable for Harry to remain a counselor of state. I fail to comprehend how this is still happening. Furthermore, it is imperative that he is excluded from the succession line as well. Consider the scenario: what would happen if the king were to become unable to fulfill his duties? Moreover, imagine if both William and the remaining counselors of state were either unavailable or similarly unable to act. Afterwards, Harry was able to carry out the king's duties. That decision would be an error. That would be utterly dreadful. Can you envision the multitude of potential problems that could arise if that scenario were to occur? It is not solely about safeguarding Harry's emotions. It would not be in the best interest of the country to have him serve as a state advisor due to safety concerns. At the close of the day, the majority of us simply desire to witness Harry and Meghan taking responsibility for their actions. This is unfair. It is unfair that they are allowed to escape the consequences after causing significant harm. Therefore, it is only appropriate for them to face public accountability considering the actions they have taken. I am indifferent to Harry's royal status and Meghan's marriage into the royal family. It is unfair that they are able to escape the consequences of their actions. Our video is up to here. Kindly share your thoughts in the comments section. As usual, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might find it interesting. And before you leave, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button to stay updated with all the latest content from the Princess Diana News channel. Thanks for joining us, have a wonderful day, and I'll be returning soon in upcoming videos.